it isn't a universal view that fractional reserve banking is bad. Some people agree it is good. It's credit expansion is good. It supports the growth in the economy. For example, under a Bitcoin standard, that's not really going to be possible.
Well, back to the question about what is the dollar's role?
We need the dollar again.
Well, no, we don't need the dollar. I'm openly saying it depends on what the dollar's role is. So, for example, if the dollar acts as the basis for ephemeral money movement, ephemeral money movement is you have a start and an end to a transaction, and then the dollar's role is gone because you've gone back to your Bitcoin reserves for that which is held long term. Fractional reserve banking doesn't really make a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. Okay, if we still believe that for kind of to grow an economy, you do need a Keynesian perspective on growing that dollar by 2% a year. That is completely wrong, by the way. That is not what needs to happen. But there may be even
need to happen,
right? But even coming out of this debt cycle, the question remains: what will people believe? Because they believed coming out of the last debt cycle that we needed a gold standard, but the way they implemented it was completely wrong. It allowed human frailty to still fuck it up. Right? And that's what Dalio has correctly pointed to, that transcends technology. Right? This debt cycle and what inevitably is going to happen independent of the fact that we're so much more technically advanced than the people who screwed it up 250 years ago. It's the same human frailty. So we need a model with the next debt cycle that eliminates the possibility of human frailty screwing it up. If we believe that that's important, we may decide as a society it's okay to have debt cycles. Now, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me on the surface, but I don't know everything. So it may be that it makes more sense to actually have debt cycles that end. Like, remember the Matrix? You keep rebuilding it over and over again? Well, maybe that's what a debt cycle is. It's like the Matrix that you keep rebuilding over and over again. Nobody knows, right? So my preference is that fractional reserve banking, to your question, goes away. Uh-huh. We have a model where you can borrow ephemerally, right? In dollars, pay what you have to pay, and you live that way. And the value of a deflationary asset on a purchasing power basis continues to increase over time because there's a fixed float, right? Which is what should happen when you have a true gold standard. If that happens, the model I'm describing should allow for societal growth, even if the population continues to grow, even though some people think that won't happen.